Hi, my name is Harvey Fedek. I'm Director of Health, Safety, and Employee Wellbeing. I'd like to welcome you to our 2010 Safety Stand-Down video. The theme for this year's video is Safety Starts With Me. In 2009, SaskEnergy and Transgas participated in an independent audit of our safety management system. I'm pleased to say we scored a 95%. We have a strong commitment from our President and the President of the CEP Union. We have the proper procedures and practices, and we have the right equipment to do our job safely. But we need your help. We all need to take our responsibility for safety seriously. I hope you enjoy this video and the stories told by our fellow employees. They believe, as I do, that safety starts with me.
Accountability, awareness, responsibility. We have to remember to stop and think about our safety every day. It's up to each and every one of us to remember, safety starts with me. Hazard assessment is a valuable tool when it comes to safety. Transgas and SaskEnergy employees hold daily tailgate meetings to assess any safety issues they might encounter throughout the day. Wherever work is being done, it acts as a reminder to always be aware of their surroundings.
My name is Jim Ayotte, and I'm a gas construction superintendent in Saskatoon. So a tailgate meeting is where the crew gets together, and it's in essence the planning of the day's work. It keeps everybody in the know as to what's happening, and then from there they would do a hazard assessment, which would identify any hazards in the field or on that job site that they're working on. STAR means stop, think, act, and review. We're stopping, we're meeting together, we're thinking about what's going to happen throughout that day, and then we're acting upon actually completing the work, and then at the end of the day we can review as to what we did. If everybody has that attitude that safety's first, and they're looking out for their co-worker and the public, everybody will go home safe.
To ensure that we are always following best practices, safety audits are performed on a regular basis.
I find that SaskEnergy has taken this matter very seriously. By the simple fact that they've hired myself as a third-party consultant, coming in from the outside and bringing my experience and my expertise to be able to do the audits and advise them on areas where there may be some shortcomings. Probably the most common hazard is natural gas. We have lots of heavy equipment, so there's lots of hazards dealing with mobile equipment, potential contact with equipment. There's vehicular traffic, public traffic that they have to worry about. There's underground power lines. SaskEnergy does take this very seriously.
In 2009, Barry Chessel avoided a potentially tragic situation by putting STAR in action.
It was late in the afternoon, and I arrived at a customer's residence. When I arrived, there was 4 small children came running out to see who was there. Once I completed my job, went to the truck to leave. Prior to leaving, I did my circle check, walked around the truck, but I noticed out of the 4, 1 child was missing. So I walked up to the house, assuming the child was going to be with their mother in the house.
You're not missing any children, are you?
I shouldn't be.
We had 4 outside, now we're down to 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll go check.
Okay.
And that's when I saw one of the children laying under the truck, playing. I had a pretty sick feeling because I would have driven over the child if I wouldn't have noticed that there was one missing.
It only takes a few moments to stop and think. Submitting a hazard near-miss report will help others when they encounter a similar situation. A few seconds of your time now could avoid a lifetime of regret later. In September of 2009, Chris Rink and Garney Hansen responded to a disaster in Swift Current.
I got the call about 6:15 on a Tuesday evening. I had checked 3 times to make sure that that was the right land location and everything, because I couldn't believe that that was actually happening.
The fire and police were on site. There was gas escaping, and
Your heart gets pounding and you get a wave of emotions.
The first step that we would have had to have done would have been to shut in the trans-gas side on either side of the station. Chris basically knew where these block valves were and what had to be done with that. I was kind of coordinating with some of our guys and my op soup, and we had other guys that were en route to the site.
Is all your training that you've had gonna fall into place now, you know? And then all of a sudden you find out that it's not real. Yeah, my heart was racing and my emotions were up and I was a little upset at first, but I think I learned how I'd react in a situation like that.
It was exciting for a while, that's for sure.
And then it was like, okay, this is the scenario, run with it. So then we just ran with it.
The goal was to evaluate emergency response times, safe work procedures, and natural gas outage management. Many things were done correctly, but there is always room for improvement.
The mock emergency, that was an opportunity for us to try out some of the procedures that we have in place and give our employees an opportunity to react to a situation that you're probably not going to see every day, or maybe once in your career with the company. The START program, Stop, Think, Act, Review. Each component plays a very vital role in an emergency or mock emergency. It's just taking that extra moment to think things through before you get your game plan in place, get everyone well versed on what they need to be doing. It's just taking that extra time to think about all the scenarios in your head, the what ifs, and just making sure everyone's on the same page before you start.
The lessons learned from this mock disaster are valuable. Every one of us must stop and think before acting, especially in an emergency situation.
Safety starts with me.
And me.
And me.
Safety starts with me. It's about not putting myself, my family, and my coworkers in unsafe situations. One aspect we could all build upon is our safe driving behaviors. Slow down, take a look around, do a circle check of your vehicle. That way you'll arrive at the next job or your home safe.
Through 2009 and into 2010, I truly believe we have some building blocks that are going to allow us to take employee safety to the next level. I think of hazard identification, where employees in 2009 stepped forward and identified a significant increase in risks that we face every day. I think of the corporate safety program, where the external assessors within the Certificate of Recognition program gave us a very, very strong score. I think of the employee feedback we received within the Hay survey in late 2009 that clearly indicated that safety is a core value inside of our company. So how are we going to take safety to the next level? Well, I think it is about personal accountability. It is about how we do things every day. I think it's about how we build off of our strong safety program. I am convinced that safety starts with me.
We are all responsible for safety in the workplace. As we move forward, we must continue to use the tools at our disposal and incorporate all we have learned. We must always be aware of our surroundings. It only takes a moment to remember, safety starts with me.
Safety starts with me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
Hey guys, we have 926 days without a lost time accident, so good job everybody, and let's keep it up. I think we all bought into it. Every morning we go in, change the numbers on our board, and we talk about safety. It was kind of like the cops, you know, it's like, be careful out there today. Safety starts with me.
And me.
And me.
Safety starts with me.
And me.
And me.
Safety starts with me. And me.
And me.